Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Dream Championship Wrestling. This is Kasugi Survives. We are starting year 2. It is episode number 14. We have got a big show planned for you today. Hopefully a little bit quicker show. And we're actually going to have some matches versus episode 13, which was more of an informational episode. You're going to have a main event. Braun Strowman, winner of the Wheel of Dreams, going after RVD's title. You're going to see CM Punk and Eric Rowan in a rematch with a special stipulation of it being a showman match in the feud. Claudio Castagnoli, Matt Jackson finally explodes in the ring. Plus, we have planned at least 3 other big matches. One of them actually very big. So here we go. Okay, well, we've done our due diligence. I've mentioned it a couple times. I keep, going back on my word and thinking, well, we got to be careful. There might be somebody else out there. We can pick up a piece of talent every month. I just think Yuki is a great fit. That price tag, along with the popularity, and with his wrestling ability, he's kind of a opening card type of guy, which also is something we need. The Cody Rhodes and the CM Punks are great, and you need them on the roster, but you got to have guys for them to wrestle as well. Everyone can't be a superstar. So let's see if we can get Yuki. I like the middle ground. Let's go middle. Okay, good. So that's nice. We got Yuki under contract. Now here's something else. I'm going to bring you guys along for the ride. This is pretty special. We have not attempted anything like this. Not done anything like this before. Okay, I'm going to attempt to broker a contract with our friends at TFC. They are in Japan, which is an area that I would like to get more of a foothold in. So let's see what we can do here. Okay. So this is good news. We now have a deal with TFC. In signing this deal, it's going to be easier for us to get their wrestlers to come over for our events, which includes Yasuo Tanaka, and we will also have to exchange and give them some of our talent. Before we get the card started, there was a couple other little pieces of business. I did mention sending Brian Cage off for training. So here's a training expedition. Brian Cage. I guess we could send him over to Japan. So let's send Brian over there for 3 months. Okay, so Brian is on a jet. He is on his way to Japan. If we jump over to event and look at promotion data, it shows us with a 1-year partnership with TFC. I didn't know it was going to be quite that long, but that's okay. I also thought it would be a good idea to maybe loan some of our wrestlers out, and I'm going to see if AEW would be interested in any of our wrestlers. I'm sure they'd be interested to get CM Punk back. My thought was Charles Young. He hasn't had the best run in DCW to this point, and his popularity is off the chart. And I thought, AEW would be a good one. We did overtake AEW. I don't know if I mentioned that, but in year 1, that very last month, in terms of assets, we overtook AEW. Let's see if they'd take Charles. We'll negotiate for Charles to perform in AEW events. They have no interest in our promotion. I wouldn't expect them to accept. And Ace is hardcore. ONI is strong style. They only have 5 wrestlers, and they're such a little promotion. But they are in Japan, so. And even though that clown, ditched out on our last card, he did come over at one point. Well, let's see. Would O and I want Charles? Okay. All right. Well, we have a deal with TFC. Let's go ahead and get going here on the card. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the card is set. Here is what we have for you on episode number 14. We are going to kick things off with Hybrid Max, Charles Young taking on new signee Yuki Himuro. Second match of the night is going to be the TFC Junior Heavyweight Champion of the World. I never liked the way that sounded. We'll just call him the Junior Champion of TFC. Masa Tashiro taking on Cody Rhodes. Cody is not a junior, so this is a non-title bout. We also have Apollo Crews coming over from TFC. He is going to take on Kichiro Asakawa. That should be an interesting match. Then the feud, as we discussed, Claudio Castagnoli, Matt Jackson. That'll be settled once and for all, or hopefully once and for all. Co-main event of the night, CM Punk, Eric Rowan in a showman-style match. And, of course, the main event of the night, Braun Strowman gets a shot at Rob Van Dam in a chance to win and recapture the DCW Heavyweight Championship of the World. If you look up in the top right-hand corner, audience forecast is 13,806. We are going to do American Urban for the first time. The Urban Hall allows us to get 5,000 more seats, and I think if we go with a TV commercial, we're adding a lot of expense, but we are getting a full house, which I like, so we're going to go with that. So here is our setup. Tommy Young, the referee. Let's get to it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, an interesting card to say the least. What can I say here? In our first co-promoted event, more or less, with TFC, they kicked our ass. I don't know what else to say or any other way to put it. But we did start the match, or the card, off very good. The two opening matches, Charles Young and Yuki Himuro, got a 100%. I will say Yuki, this was a new Yuki. We've seen him one other time as he came in as an invite and, put on a good match, and we really enjoyed working with him. But, man, this new Yuki came in. He pulled out like every foreign object you could think of, and he did something else that we haven't seen before, and we'll show you that right now. But Charles Young, even with that being done to him, is able to garner the victory. Masa Tashiro came from TFC, the junior heavyweight champion of TFC, taking on Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, the much bigger man. Masa takes it to him, gets the victory over Cody Rhodes, the second 100% match eval on the night. I'm thinking at this point, wow, are we starting off strong? This is going to be a highly rated card. We might be looking at the mid-90s. Well, it went downhill from there, folks. We had our second match with TFC. Apollo Crews came over and manhandled Kichiro Asakawa. Apollo was everything I thought he was going to be back when we considered signing him. Very, very strong. And Kichiro Asakawa not able to get it done for Dream. Next up, and something that I kind of skipped over, Claudio Castagnoli demanded this match. I said, we're going to give him a break. He's not going to wrestle on the January card. He's lost 2 in a row. Again, Claudio is a man of the people. He demanded this match. He wanted to end the feud with Matt Jackson, and he does it indeed. He gets the win over Matt. Only a 78% match eval, but I can tell you, Claudio Castagnoli, unless something drastically changes with his condition, we're going to give him a break in February. The co-main event of the night was CM Punk demanded a showman-style match against Eric Rowan, and Eric Rowan took it to him again. Again, I think just a thing of being too big, too strong. CM Punk just could not get anything going. Eric Rowan beat him down and finally got the victory. And then finally, the main event of the night, Braun Strowman, Wheel of Dreams champion, picked up 3 wins in a row in the Wheel of Dreams, ended the year with a record of 7-2, I believe. Gets his shot at Rob Van Dam. They've met once before for a title, and Braun Strowman took that win. Braun Strowman does it again. The new Dream Heavyweight Champion of the world. Big, powerful Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman is now the Heavyweight Champion and one half of the tag team champions. So this is a man to be reckoned with. He will probably defend one of those 2 titles on the next card. I will say this, he was scheduled to defend the tag titles with Eric Rowan on the next card against a team that I won't mention. However, since he won the heavyweight title, we'll have to see how that goes. Now, some quick news and notes. It was nice to see logos on the mat. I think that added a little something to the show instead of the plain blue mat and the plain ring apron, so that was cool to see. I did want to mention some upcoming events. We have something scheduled in March, a pay-per-view type event scheduled in March. We're going to call it March Massacre. There's going to be a theme around that, but we're not going to let that cat out of the bag as of yet. In July, I have another pay-per-view type event. The running title is Light Up the Night. We'll see how that goes. And then, of course, as we get to October of year 2, we will start the Wheel of Dreams at that point. So I think that is all I have for this episode. I appreciate you guys so much. And if you have not already done so, please help us out. Hit the subscribe button. If you don't want to subscribe to the channel, at least give this card a thumbs up. If you made it this far, you're listening to my voice, this video couldn't have been that bad. Just hit the thumbs up for us. It really would help us through YouTube and let me know that we're doing something right. I don't think I have a video up to this point as of recording this that has 10 likes. So maybe we can get there on this one. But regardless, thanks again, guys. I appreciate it, and we will see you next time.